So let's jump right in and let's get to the series win in Arizona, where the Detroit Tigers went down to Chase Field and they won 2 out of 3 games, which we said if they could not do that, then it would be an utter failure. They're not an utter failure because they ended up winning 2 out of 3 games. They took games 1 and 2, went for the sweep on Sunday, and things just did not work out as well as we would have hoped, but they still did get their 6th series win of the season. And it all started in game 1 where the team knocked out 9 hits. Everybody in the lineup except for Jonathan Scope got a hit on Friday night. Ronnie Garcia went 5 in the 3rd inning, and the bullpen was lights out. Did a fantastic job. The highlight of game 1, Javi Baez and his grand slam that he hit, shutting up a fan, chirping with a fan, telling him to be quiet. All those things that will grow to love about Javi Baez were on display, hitting a ball a very far distance from home plate, driving in 4 runs, and ultimately being the difference, as the pitching that night was phenomenal. Ronnie getting into the 6th inning and then the bullpen coming in and shutting the door was exactly the type of tone-setting game that the Tigers needed in this series against Arizona. And then they went Saturday. A late start, 10:10 in the evening, and won that game as well. It was another situation where the Bats just did what the Bats needed to do. They knocked out again 9 hits. And if we look through the box score, everybody except for Jamer and Riley Green and Miguel Cabrera got at least 1 hit in game 2. And it was all predicated the win in the 6th inning. The Tigers were down 3-1 after 4. Then they're tied 3-3 after 5. And then Cody Clemens steps to the plate in the top of the 6th inning with, I believe it was Riley Green, and it was not Riley Green and Torkelson. I forget exactly who was on base. They were on base on Sunday when it happened. But 2 guys on base, they had gotten on, and Cody just goes and demolishes a hanging curveball into the right field seats for his first major league home run. So we want to give him a massive shout out for his first major league home run, and that proved to be the difference because, again, the bullpen comes in the 7th inning and just shuts down Joe Jimenez, Michael Fulmer, Gregory Soto come in and shut the door on the Arizona Diamondbacks once again, giving the Tigers a series win and the potential for a sweep on Sunday, which did not happen because Bo Brisky only went 3 2/3 innings on Sunday. And it was a back and forth game. Look, the Tigers got out to a 2-0 lead. Then the Arizona Diamondbacks get out or tie the game. Then the Tigers go up 3-2. Then the Diamondbacks go up 5-3. And then the Tigers go up 6-5. And then the Diamondbacks tie at 6-6. And then the floodgates open. The Diamondbacks scored 5 runs in the 6th inning off of Will Vest, which was his worst outing of the season, and he's been really good. But the problem is the length that we're making our bullpen pitch, and ultimately the 8 walks that the Tigers gave up on Sunday. You cannot give 8 free passes to a ball club and expect them to not score runs and them to not score a lot of runs. When you walk guys and you give them first base for free, that's a problem. And it came to be a problem on Sunday where the Tigers ended up losing 11-7 and going out of Arizona winners of the series, but maybe with a little bit of a bad taste in the mouth. Now here's some silver lining, because I said if they don't win 2 out of 3, we're just going to stop looking for the silver lining. But they won 2 out of 3, and I'm a man of my word, so we're going to look for silver linings. They collected 26 hits in 3 games. They scored, let me get my numbers here real quick. They scored 18 runs in 3 games, averaged 6 runs a game. The Tigers are now 26-11 when they score 3 or more runs. So the offense that had been pretty bad, historically bad, we should say, at the beginning of the season and through these first 70-plus games, at least we're starting to see a little bit of life. Now that life we've very often attested it to Riley Green's call up, and he struggled a little bit in Arizona, but that's going to happen, right? He's going to cool off. He's going to go through moments where he's not getting on base at the rate that he was getting on base the first few games. But the offense showed life. But ultimately, the bullpen got hung out to dry on Sunday. And when you rely on a bullpen too much, as we're going to talk later in the show in the peanut gallery, when you rely on that bullpen too much, you can't not expect them to be historically great when you're taxing them with innings upon innings. But needless to say, the Tigers won 2 out of 3. It was a good series offensively. For the most part, it was a good series defensively, pitching-wise.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way.